from the get-go, we can, you almost don't have to see the first three if you haven't to get into this one. So there's a real journey for each character that was very clear from the beginning.
Rick Hong here for Hollywood First Look. Today I'm on set for The Cleaning Lady, and we're going to sit down with some of the cast to talk season 4. Let's take a first look.
I wanted to know, okay, so last year you come to this show, American Network television show. So I imagine it's a little like first day of school, or like you're like a kid, like trying to acquaint yourself.
Yeah.
So coming back, is it a little simpler? Like a little bit easier because like you're familiar with the people, you're familiar with the character?
Absolutely different. I don't know if it's better or worse. That's not the thing, but I feel more comfortable. Now I know everybody. Now, it's a different vibe. I feel comfortable. And yes, in the beginning, it's like our first day of school because it was the 3rd season. Everybody knew each other, but everybody here is so amazing. The crew, everybody, they're so welcoming. And so I always felt comfortable. I'm just saying this 2nd season, it was already like, hey, hi, how are you?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What's up? I know you all. It's like family.
It's been so good. It's I think everybody else is comfortable with each other on set, and they enjoy each other's company, which is nice. And so that alone like speaks numbers. And then it's just been so welcoming. The second I meet people, it feels like I've known them for a while. Like, I mean, I don't work with a lot of the other actors because all my stuff is with Elodie in the hospital. But if I see them around, it feels like we've had all this work together, and we're joking and laughing. So it's genuinely been a great time.
Well, you play a doctor.
Yeah.
You have like a lot of successful credits acting-wise.
Yeah.
I'm almost like wondering when it's calling the family and saying, "Hey, I'm finally a doctor." I mean, I don't know if it's just like they sit there and laugh, and they're like, "Yeah, whatever. You're already a successful actor." So that is impressive.
It's the doctor thing is cool, man. It's nice, like it's. I mean, actors, we're ridiculous, but it takes a decent amount of research, and so I think it was like on one of the first episodes, there was something that a patient was dealing with, and my mom called me and she's like, "Oh, I've got this thing," and she literally described it. I was like, "You should check this out. It might be I don't even remember what it is," and it genuinely was that. I'm not even joking you. Like I had a diagnosis on my mom.
When you come back to a show, because last season you were new to The Cleaning Lady.
Yes.
You come back, do you feel like a veteran, or does it feel just still kind of like, oh wow, because this set is amazing. This is like totally different than what I saw last year.
Yeah, this is my new office, my new everything. Place of crime and also of legitimacy. This Coliseum's a great set, so a lot of it takes place here, and I think you feel. You get to discover the world more and your character more, but this season has definitely been, I think, for everyone, it's like a new beginning. It's like a reboot in many ways, and that's been very refreshing to see and exciting because it's like from the get-go, we can, you almost don't have to see the first three if you haven't to get into this one. So there's a real journey for each character that was very clear from the beginning.
How has the journey been from season 1 to season 4?
An insane journey, if I have to say so, because it feels like every season, not only does Chris transform as a person in the show, but I also feel like I personally transform as a person from the show, and to be able to sort of grow with Chris throughout the next 4 seasons, and also witness like the growth of like Martha and her character Melody and my sister, like all of that. It's just been so cool to witness in person, and then to see it in the show, and it's just like it just keeps growing, and I'm just like very grateful to be able to experience that growth with such incredible people.
Yeah, I just talked about this off camera, but you got the guns. And I went back and I watched the season finale for for season 3, and you have a nice dress on. Totally showing off the guns. This season, your wardrobe is completely different.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if you like the fact, at least for the first part of the season or first episodes, like going to hair and makeup, because it's such a chill. Like you don't look all glamorous and everything.
I love it because I spend less time on the chair. But also, I love the contrast. You know, she's so glamorous in the first season. Well, the third season, she was so glamorous. And I always say that she went from Prada to Nada, literally. You know, and now she's scrubbing, the floors in prison. But I think that's what makes a show amazing. And these characters, to see her like that, it's like she deserves that. But also she's getting stronger every single day in jail. And having to go through a lot of stuff in jail. And I think it's very interesting for the character and gives her a lot. So it's just life that Ramona is getting, and she's getting stronger. And I just think it's funny that she's in jail wiping the floors.
You kind of push Kate out of the way a little bit, Ramona out of the way. Jorge steps in, so it's a little bit of a, let me practice my Spanish. Soy el capitán ahora. I'm the captain now. So I was wondering what people can kind of expect for Jorge's journey for this season.
For the mero mero, as they say in Mexico, he's like the new boss, the new cartel leader, but obviously with a lot of obstacles in the way, because it's a very tricky time when there's new leadership. It's kind of a moment for other people to come in, and so that's very much the gist of it at the beginning. And Jorge, he's balancing that with also honoring his late wife's memory by a promise he'd made to have a legitimate business and to create a safer life for their daughter, for Violeta. So he's also trying to balance a legitimate business through a mining opportunity, and there's a lot of obstacles and people that are against that. So it's it gets messy.
Okay, so this season, it's like, what can we expect from Chris?
Ooh, you can expect Chris to start moving his feet a little bit. And,
a little ants in his pants. I've seen some episodes.
Hit a little 5, 6, 7, 8. This season you can see Chris sort of honestly finally experiencing a little bit of normalcy in his life, where he gets to experience the American dream just a tad bit, but also obviously at a cost. And it's a lot of fun. Chris is definitely a little bit more free to play around with what he wants to do and what he loves to do, or at least discovering what he loves to do.
Your character, is kind of resents her a little bit, or kind of gives her a little bit of a hard time. So I was wondering, you can kind of just talk about or tease your character for this season, what people should expect.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Dupont, he's idealistic. I want great things for this hospital, and it's hard to get them to happen. And one of the things was I needed somebody kind of at my side that feels the same way. And in walks Tony, and to me, she's somebody who got a shortcut. Like, she doesn't deserve this position. I had tons of options that would have been better, and I have to deal with this person who thinks she's better than I am. So it kind of starts there, and then slowly but surely I realize she's more talented and skilled than I maybe gave her credit for. I hear a little bit of her story or how she got here, and I think that softens Dupont up a little bit, and you understand that maybe they have similarities in their past and their story.